Jacob's Eye Patch by Beth Kobliner Shaw and Jacob Shaw. Illustrated by Jules Feiffer. How are you today, my friends? How are you today? I hope that you're okay, my friends. Oh, deep in my heart, I want to say, I hope that you're okay today. Oh, deep in my heart, I want to say, I hope that you're okay today. I do hope that you're okay today. How are you? It's a lovely day. I have coffee, but I left the coffee kind of far away. So I'm going to walk and get the coffee, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about this beautiful book, Jacob's Eye Patch. Wait one moment. I'm going to pause you, okay? And I've got my coffee. I'm going to have a sip. Are you having anything this morning or this evening or this afternoon? I don't know what time you're watching this. It's the morning for me, and I'm having coffee. But you may be having nothing, or a snack, perhaps water, juice, milk. I'm not sure. Almond milk. Recently, I was at school, and one of my friends at school, her name is Violet. Isn't that a beautiful name? Violet and Violet's mommy, and also Violet's sister, whose name I forget. I'm sorry, Violet's sister, were explaining how they make their own cashew milk, which sounds delicious. It's something I might want to do. They said it's so thick and creamy and wonderful, and it can be used, Violet's mom said, as a coffee creamer. I did not use that. I used heavy whipping cream. Yeah, it's very delicious. Anyway, I'm reading a story today with you called Jacob's Eye Patch, and I want to take the slipcover off because there's a really great illustration right here on the cover of the book, and we can see, we know exactly what this book is going to be about, don't we? It's going to be about Jacob. Here's Jacob and his eye patch. Here's his eye patch. Did you also notice that Jacob is wearing glasses? Quite a bit like Mr. Greg. And then on the back, we have, it looks like Jacob is at karate, because he's got on his outfit for karate, and he seems to be in a bit of a karate position. And there's Jacob again with his glasses and his eye patch. And then, I think that's such a beautiful illustration of Jacob's eye that doesn't have a patch, Jacob's eye that does have a patch, and then Jacob's glasses. And I'm reading this story today for several reasons, one of which is because I have a very wonderful friend named Madison. And you may remember that my daughter's name is also Madison. Can you hear jingle jangles? Katie, you want to come say hi? Come on. Come on, Katie. Come here. Katie wants to come say, come on. Oh, come here. Katie, come on. Come here. Katie, come on. Kate, come get a treat. She didn't want to come get a treat. I thought she was going to come. Baby Sue might be coming. This would be very exciting. You're seeing Mr. Greg talk to everybody who's like, come here. Come say hi. Yeah, come here, all the way in. Hey, come here, people want to say hi to you. See, there's Katie. Hi. They just wanted to see you. Yeah, did you look what we're reading today? We're reading Jacob's Eye Patch. See? You're more interested in my chin. Hold on, Baby Sue wants to say hi too. Come here, Baby Sue. I think everyone's coming to. Oh, there she is. I know you don't love to be held, and I won't hold you for very long, but I just want everyone to say hi. Do you mind if I say hi with your paw? Is that okay? Hi, everybody. All right. Anyway, my daughter Madison, when Madison was younger, one of Madison's eyes was very strong, and one of Madison's eyes had some muscle weakness, and so Madison had to do some eye patching and also some exercises. And when I was a child, Mr. Greg, I had to wear special shoes with braces because my feet were kind of not formed. And even to this day, my feet don't have a very tall arch, and they're called flat feet. And of course, also, I have to use these things, glasses, because otherwise My eyes are not perfectly strong enough for me to be able to see everything I need to see, including if I'm driving or if I'm walking on the street. These are really help me to be safe. So anyway, my friend Madison, not my daughter, but my friend Madison at school is wearing an eye patch because Madison is strengthening her one eye by having a patch on. I believe what ends up happening is that if you have an eye that is very strong and an eye that is not as strong, for several hours every day, you have to wear a patch on the eye that is strong so that the eye that is not as strong has to work harder and become stronger. Anyway, why don't we read the book? I just explained all of that to you, and we'll learn some things in the book, and then we'll come and we'll talk again afterwards. How does that sound? Does that sound wonderful? I'm going to get a sip of coffee. You should go ahead and have a bite of your snack if you're having, I don't know, goldfish crackers or perhaps a fruit leather. What else do people enjoy? Applesauce, perhaps? A sandwich? Fruit? Strawberries can be delicious. You know, it is fall. You can see I'm wearing my hooded sweatshirt and my fall cap. Maybe apples. Apples are delicious. Anyway, we're going to hear, because I'm here recording right in my dining room with the birdies behind me and a picture of Madison and my speaker and another picture right there, painting in a lamp. Anyway, we're going to hear noise, okay? All right, so let's read the book. I'm going to come around to the side now. All right. Let me move these things in front of me. You can enjoy the scene. See if you can pick out any birds that you might see in your backyard. Okay. So the splash page here is just a beautiful blue. And here we have it, Jacob's eye patch. Okay. Jacob and his mom were on their way to the science store to buy the most amazing thing ever, a light-up globe. They're both very excited. I love these illustrations. It appears to be watercolor and perhaps pencil. "Let's hurry, Mom, before the store closes," Jacob said. He had wanted the light-up globe for a very long time. "Okay, sweetie, but first we need to pick up your brother from school," Jacob's mom said. "Aw, Mom, I really want to get the globe." Get this so that it's right there for you. As they were walking, a woman stopped to look at Jacob. "Excuse me," she said. "Why does your boy wear an eye patch?" Now, Jacob knew his patch made people curious, and most of the time he didn't mind answering their questions. He talked about his patch at Taekwondo, when he was walking his dog Milo, and even once when he milked a cow. Have you ever milked a cow? I've never milked a cow. That's so interesting that Jacob got to milk a cow. But this time Jacob did not want to stop to answer the woman. "Sorry, we're rushing to catch a plane to Argentina," he said. Jacob's mom did want to answer. It all started when he was born. She talked and talked about the patch. Now, he wears his patch 5 hours a day. I keep extra patches in my purse in case he pulls it off. And then we found this great doctor on East 40th Street. Would you like his number? And Jacob's over here very much ready to go. Seriously? Do you ever feel that way when you're with your grown-up or when you're with somebody else and you're ready to go somewhere? And you're like, seriously, do we have to talk about this now? "Mom, please, we have to go," Jacob said. Jacob's mom smiled and said goodbye. Jacob and his mom reached his brother's school. "Adam, I'm getting the light-up globe today," Jacob said. Adam waved but kept talking to his friend. He talked and talked and talked. "Adam, we really need to hurry," said Jacob. "Sorry to take so long," said Adam. "The kid asked me about your eye patch, and I told him it gives you X-ray vision so you can see other people's evil secrets." Jacob groaned and grabbed Adam's hand. Everyone's so interested in the eye patch. "Adam, we have to go," Jacob said. "There's only one globe left at the store." Okay, but Jakey, it's Wednesday, ice cream day, Adam said. Jacob usually loved ice cream on Wednesdays, but not today. No. Jakey, the ice cream store is right on the way, said his mom, and Dad is meeting us for a cone. Don't worry, we'll get the globe. Oh, my goodness. I'm feeling all of his impatience. I just would like him to be able to go get the globe. There's only one left. Oh my goodness, do you see the line at the ice cream store? The ice cream shop, there was a very long line. Look, Dad's at the counter, said Jacob. 4 cones, please, Jacob's dad said. The server asked which flavors and then looked at Jacob and said, Hey, I used to wear an eye patch. Why do you? Jacob did not want to talk about his patch now. I don't speak English, he said. He said it in English. He doesn't want to talk right now. He wants to get the globe. Jacob's dad did want to talk about it. The scientific explanation is interesting. Then Jacob's dad talked and talked and talked about the patch. Seriously? You remember when we talked about these before? This is a thought bubble, and it's giving us access to what Jacob is thinking. So he didn't say seriously out loud, but we know he's thinking it because of the bubble, 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 bubble cloud. Finally, they left the ice cream shop. Rebecca's mom called, Jacob's mom said. She's meeting us at the science store. It's just 2 blocks away. He's so frustrated at this point. He just wants to get there. He can't even enjoy ice cream and hanging out with his family. They made it to the science store, and Jacob looked at the shelf and saw that the light-up globe was gone. Jacob was sad and very angry about all the time he had wasted. He ripped off his eye patch and threw it on the floor. And then you see he's thinking about all the people he's frustrated with. Lady with a stroller, pick up Adam, ice cream store. Seriously? Done with that eye patch. Then Jacob heard his sister Rebecca's voice. Jakey, what took you so long? Rebecca was holding the light-up globe. I had to fight off 2 screaming kids and a grandma to get this for you, she said. Thank you, Rebecca, Jacob said. He wrapped his arms around the globe. And his palm hit China. It lit up. This globe is so great, Jacob's mom said. She took a fresh patch out of her purse and put it on Jacob's eye. Jacob was so excited about the globe, he actually didn't even notice. She just kind of slipped it on there. When I was, oh, wait, we skipped a page. I'm sorry, everybody. Here we go. Okay, this is the page we have to get at. Then a girl came over. I love your globe, she said. Hey, why do you have a Band-Aid on your eye? Now that Jacob had his light-up globe, he was happy to answer a question about his patch. It looks like a Band-Aid, but it's an eye patch, he said. When I was born, my left eye didn't see as well as my right eye, Jacob said. The doctor told my mom and dad to cover my right eye with a patch for 5 hours a day. That makes my left eye do all the seeing. Every day my left eye gets stronger, Jacob said. Cool. You kind of look like a pirate, the little girl said. Can I touch Hawaii? Sure, Jacob said. He saw the girl had braces on her teeth. He was curious, but he didn't ask her about them because she was having so much fun playing with the globe. Jacob knew that he and the little girl and almost everyone have something that makes people curious. He also knew that sometimes you feel like talking about it and sometimes you don't. When Jacob is older, he won't need to wear a patch anymore because both of his eyes will be strong. Yeah, that's maybe a picture of Jacob when he's older or when he took his eye patch off. Until then, he is happy to answer questions about his time, about his patch, anytime. At Taekwondo, when he's walking his dog Milo, and even when he's milking a cow. I still think that's so cool that he milked a cow. Just don't ask him when he's in a big hurry, okay? Oh, look. We end the story with an actual picture of Jacob. and he's wearing, see, this time he has one of the patches that doesn't stick to his eye, because sometimes having a Band-Aid on your eye can be pretty uncomfortable. So maybe at this point he realized he needed or wanted, or it would be more helpful just to have a patch that wraps around his head, which maybe he likes, that it kind of makes him look more like a pirate as well, like the girl said. And there's his light up globe. I think that's so wonderful. This is a real story. I think I knew it was a real story, but it's really, really a real story. Oh, look at this. Jacob himself. Here's Jacob. He wrote us a note. And then Jacob's mom wrote us a note. I wonder if there's a picture of Jacob's mom in here, because she wrote the book. Nope. Anyway, I think we touched upon this at the beginning of the story, how I was talking about my glasses or about how I wore a brace. There's something else. I have a thing called ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. And I have to take a special medicine to help my brain to feel a bit calmer so that I can focus and do things like record Mr. Greg Reads. There are quite a few curious things that I have in my life, and I bet there are some curious things that you have in your life that help you to get stronger, or help a body part get stronger, or help you to do things that you otherwise would have trouble doing, yeah? Let's see what Jacob has to say, okay? I want to tell you what it's like to wear an eye patch. One thing is for sure. When I have my patch on, I always want to ask my mom or dad, can I take off the patch? Some lucky times they say, okay, you're done with patching time. And other times I have to wear it for 1, 2, or 3 more hours. When you wear a patch, it blocks the light from your eye. It sort of feels like you're going to sleep only in one eye. Well, that's an interesting insight. The patch I wore for most of my life looks like a big Band-Aid. That's the one that we saw in the book. And the sticky side sticks to the skin around my eye. I needed this type of patch when I was younger so that I wouldn't pull it off all the time. And then when I was about 6, I got a new type of patch that's like a pirate patch. That's the one that we see here. It's like a pirate patch. Even though some pirate patches feel too puffy, well, that's a lot of P's. I want to say that again. That's called alliteration, when you say a lot of the same sound in a sentence. Even though some pirate patches feel too puffy, I like them better because they are easier to take off when I'm done with patch time. I felt embarrassed talking to people about my patch until one day in 1st grade. We were sharing stories about things we were born with and that make us a little different, and I told my class about my patch. I was nervous about what kids would say at first, but afterwards I realized it wasn't so bad, since almost everyone has something. And we talked about that, didn't we? Now, anytime someone asks me about my patch, I just tell them. Okay, and then can we hear what Mom has to say? His mom's name, what was her name again? I had the book slipcover. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, I'm looking around. I misplaced it. That's part of the ADHD too. I kind of lose things all the time. People know at school, don't you, that I always lose my coffee cup. I'll set it somewhere, and then I'll forget it's there, and I'll walk off, and I'm like, where's my coffee cup? And a teacher, sometimes Miss Julie or Miss Anna or Miss Julie, will say, here you go, Mr. Greg, and I have to say thank you. So sometimes I even need to use people as a help to help me remember things. Anyway, it's Beth. Beth is Mom's name. So here's what Beth has to say. Don't stare, don't point, and definitely don't say anything. These are the rules we tell our kids to follow when they meet someone who is different. Whether that person is in a wheelchair, is extremely tall, or has brilliant orange hair. For some reason, Jacob's eye patch prompts the opposite behavior. I like to think that it's because of Jacob's open, welcoming nature, one he was blessed with from birth, which acts like a kind of green light for questions about his patch. His ability to answer questions is empowering for Jacob. I think it was for Madison as well, and it probably is for my friend Madison today. Madison, my daughter, and Madison, my friend at school. Jacob wears a patch because he was born with 2 common eye conditions. Amblyopia, which is when one eye, in his case, it was his right eye, is stronger than the other, and also strabismus, more commonly known as being cross-eyed. When he was just 5 days old, the ophthalmologist, that's a fun professional who works with eyes, a fun word of a professional who works with eyes. The ophthalmologist told us to put an adhesive patch on Jacob's right eye for 8 hours a day. That's a lot of hours, forcing Jacob to rely on his weaker left eye. As he grew older, he had to wear the patch from 3 to as many as 10 hours a day. It's so many hours. Today, his eyes are beautifully aligned with 20/20 vision in each. Of course, there are those times when Jacob, like any child, doesn't want to be bothered with questions. It can be irritating to offer up the same explanation day after day. But if somebody really wants to know more than Jacob needs to talk about it, Jacob is always willing to tell his story one more time. That's very sweet of him. I also think it's important that we, and when I say we, I mean me, who is a person without an eye patch, it's important to be respectful of people. And you can tell by their, do you know what body language is? You can tell if a person is feeling either sad or a bit frustrated, or like they don't want to talk about the thing again. Like if I don't want to talk about my glasses, you can sometimes see people go a little bit inward like this, and they, instead of being out and open, they'll kind of look down. And that's a message to say, kind of don't want to talk about it. So I always try to pay attention. And sometimes children will say, I don't want to talk about it. That then is very easy to interpret, isn't it? When someone tells me, I don't want to talk about it right now. And if somebody tells me or shows me I don't want to talk about it, guess what? I'll say, great, let's not talk about it. Let's go play, or let's continue reading a book, or let's do whatever we were doing. It's most important that that we're playing and having a great time, and that everyone feels respected, right? And validated, meaning that each person is very important, and the way they're feeling and what they want to do and about their bodies is very important. Jacob just happens to be a person who is generally willing to talk about his eye patch. My friend Madison at school is much younger than Jacob is right now, and sometimes Madison doesn't want to talk about the eye patch. Often Madison does want to talk about the eye patch. Anyway, I just wanted to take this opportunity to read this wonderful story to you and talk to you about differences and sing a song with you and have a sip of coffee that I did not misplace because I had taken my medicine for my ADHD, and then I also find for my brain, we went for a hike this morning with Miss Jen, and if I do exercise, or sometimes if I meditate or do yoga, which are special stretching exercises, it really helps my brain as well. So I do quite a few interesting things to help my brain. Anyway, I've now forgotten to take a sip of my coffee because Mr. Greg likes to talk a lot. Did you know that? You knew that. Anyway, it was wonderful hanging out with you. I look forward to hanging out with you again. It will be very soon. I love you all very much. And how are you today, my friend? How are you today? I hope you've been okay while we read the book. Oh, deep in my heart, I want to take a look. I don't have a patch, but I'll even do it without my glasses. I look a little bit blurrier, my friends. Oh, so I'll put my glasses back on, and I will say to you, see you next time. Have a great day today. Bum, bum.